were the top for horror movies. And like we were saying, it's because it played with your mind.
Yeah.
You know, and it played with your deepest, darkest fears.
Yeah.
You know, now it's all about, you know, blowing up somebody and you're stabbing and
That's not scary because it's
you
not.
know.
I mean, it is scary. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Mass shootings are scary. All of that.
but I want that thriller type of thing.
Right. A psychological, get in your mind, a what ifs, have you questioning. You know, when a movie has you questioning your life,
Yes.
it's a good movie.
You know, and a cheap plug, buy my book and you'll understand why I made a book just like that. Suspense of who did it or why they doing it, and then you find out you think you're smart, but then you're not smart because it's not the person. It's crazy. But I'm going to tell you my top 10, and then we're going to go to your top 10 to see if it's the same. Or you want to just do my 10 and your 10?
No, go ahead.
You want to go back and forth?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go from 10 to 1.
Okay.
My number 10, I have to go with Amityville Horror, but the original, 1984.
Yeah.
The original, and which it was based on a true story, so I think that's what's more scarier. Like, ding. And then again, good and evil. Did evil really take over?
Yeah, that's a real battle in life.
Right. Because if you think about it, that house, someone killed their whole family.
Yes.
And then a new couple rents that house and the same thing happened to them.
That's creepy.
And then the movie, which is the third couple, people don't realize that's the third couple. The original movie in 1984 is the third couple that brought the house.
The Santos or...
Right. If you watch the beginning of the movie, he says, they killed the house. And then the kid before us, he says, before us. That means there was two.
Yeah.
And then he was the third one about to do the same thing. So maybe the house was evil that it makes you want to kill your whole family.
There's a show called, I can't even tell you what it's called, but there's a psychic and like a medium, and then there's a detective, a retired New York State detective. And he fact checks, you know, but she goes and feels the house.
Right.
And they meet at the end. They don't talk during the whole thing, but they meet at the end with the family to tell them what they found. And sometimes she'll get a sketch artist to draw the little spirits and shit. It's scary. And then he'll be like, well, this is Indians died here, and you know this white man came and killed his whole family, and then you know stuff like that. And sometimes the land is tainted. You know, sometimes it needs to be blessed because so much nastiness has been there, so much negativity in one place.
Yep.
Like you go into a room, you feel it, you know?
And Amityville was one of those, you know.
It's a very real feeling.
Now, you know, this is our top 10. We're not saying that this is the magazines or,
right, this is what scares
the bestsellers in the world, you know. So if you have your top 10s, please let us know on the bottom as well. But my number 9 is Prom Night, 1980.
Okay. You just got
what was her name? Curtis?
Jamie
Lee Curtis.
And her
listen, I'm not worrying about spoilers because if y'all haven't watched it yet, that's on you guys.
Let me tell you what happened.
Right, but this was basic kids that were playing in an abandoned building in the beginning of the movie. I
don't think I've seen the whole thing.
Yeah, there was like, the killer's coming,
Yeah,
and the kid falls out the window and dies.
Yeah.
Many years later, someone is killing the same kid.
Right, who is
that
it?
was in the hotel. So you have, in the
It's Jamie Lee,
the abandoned, and Jamie Lee's in there. So you have to find out
killer, right?
who's the killing. No, they're trying to kill her too.
Oh,
so who's trying to kill is the whole thing of. And then the way they do it for 80s movie, especially in one of them that they chop the person's head, you got to watch that. Prom Night, 1980, not the new one, the 1980 with Curtis. That's the original. You know, that one is pretty good. I had Rhea watch it, she got scared. She was like, oh my God. She was trying to figure out who's doing it.
So it's like a killer thriller?
Yeah, it's like a whodunit thriller type of movie. So it's pretty good. The icky part is when the little kid's voice is, the killer is coming, the killer. It's like, oh my God, it's just irritating, scary. Number 8, I didn't really find it scary, but it's a classic, and I have to go with Psycho.
Yeah.
Gotta have 1960 Psycho, not the new one.
Right.
And again, it's just the music. You know, he's stabbing and
that's half the movie, really.
Yes.
People don't notice now they're making movies where there's really no script. Like the actors are quiet, like A Quiet Place. Mm-hmm. What's the other one I saw? I don't know. They're just being quiet, right?
But the music,
is the whole thing, because if you don't hear something, you're not moved, you know?
Yeah, well, they said, even Ria was telling me that scientists and all of them say, if you're watching a horror movie and you don't want to get scared, lower down the music, the volume.
Oh yeah, don't feel the bass, because the bass is gonna get you. And
in the 70s and 80s, their music, it was iconic, and to this day, if you hear some of the theme songs,
the best,
you know the movie it came from. So, but that was my number 8. Like again, I didn't think it was too scary.
Just a classic.
Yeah. My number 7, 13 Ghosts.
I like
2001.
I was just thinking about that. It's underrated.
Yeah, very underrated.
I don't know why
because I even watched it.
was in it. Like
I watched it because there was nothing else to watch.
I actually that was one of my first DVDs I owned.
Oh.
Because it was the only thing that was like out at the time that there was DVDs.
Back when TV was TV, I was flipping channels, and this was just starting.
That's
so I was like,
creepy.
Wait, let me watch it, because I had never watched it. Yeah. And it was crazy. Yeah. And then you had to put the glasses on to see the.
That's what makes it creepy.
And as soon as they put that glasses, one of the scary people were there, the spirits. Oh my God!
I didn't like that.
Watch it. These are my go-to watch for the Octobers. If you haven't watched it yet, especially. But 13 Ghosts was pretty good.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah, check it out.
It's very entertaining.
There was a couple of celebrities in there.
Tony Shalhoub, Rod Digger.
Yeah.
What's his name from Scream?
Not. Hello. Today is another Halloween day, and we got Bones again here. But today we're going to be speaking about urban legends, kid killers in the movies, and real life stories that became thrillers as that too. And today in history, we just found out something crazy that we didn't know. All this when we come right back here on the LDM Show.
Don't go away.
Step into the light where the stories glow, the laughter's high and the vibes just flow. Community heartbeats, we're here to show. This is the rhythm of the LDM Show. We bring the news, we bring the fun, from the rising moon to the morning sun. Relationships tight where the good vibes run. The LDM Show, where it's all begun.
Hello and welcome to the LDM Show. I'm Charles Aroma. And we, it is October, so it is getting chilly. Which my prediction is Halloween is not going to be like last year. Last year I was with short sleeves walking around.
I think that was the first in a lot of years that it was like that.
Yeah, this year
it's always cold.
This year is going to be jacket, not coat. I don't think it'll be coat,
but layers.
But you will have your jacket on.
Under your costume.
So if you're walking around and you have a costume that the chest area,
I hated that as a kid.
Chest area indicates what you are, they ain't gonna know what you are.
Chest.
Yeah, because some people always have like a shirt that indicates what they are because they don't have a face mask or nothing like that. Right. Nobody gonna know who you are because it is jacket day, unless you're gonna put it over your jacket.
Just layer up or put long johns under the costume.
Yeah,
that's what I used to do.
Or light jacket, put the costume over the light jacket.
It's something. Costume.
Something. I don't know.
You might ruin it. You might ruin it.
But if you're putting it on top, nobody gonna know who you are. Yeah. But talking about that before we jump into our stuff, I have a question for everybody out here that I just seen today. What is the cutoff age for trick or treating?
That's a good question because I know I didn't trick or treat in my teenage years. I just, I wish I could, but I was too ashamed.
Well, because now
I went with my little brother. Like maybe the last couple of years. Right. After that, I just didn't feel right, and it wasn't the same.
Yeah, because they was talking about let them trick or treat. At least they're not in the street stealing or something. I'm like,
I'm not giving them free candy if they can buy their own.
You know, after 14, 15, couldn't you be working for your own candy?
I think so. You could be doing something better with your time.
Yeah, so I don't know. To me, cutoff should be about 14.
That would be the
13,
time you want to
14.
play games again.
Because at 13, 14, we used to do no tricks, scaring people. We were having we were doing
or amongst each other, like just
practical. You know, that's what we were doing at 13.
And in the cemetery, something teenagers do.
1 year that I woke up, I like,
Can't wait.
what did they? You know what I'm saying? I was like, they got something planned.
I can't wait this year. Iron Man.
Oh,
You're 18.
Every year we always try to outdo each other in practical jokes and scaring jokes.
Yeah, you have to.
You know, I remember one time I cut my finger and the blood was squirting all out.
That's a good
My
one.
friend was running, and my mom was like, "So what?" Just so you already knew it was a joke. I was like, "Damn!" I was trying to get her, and I got my friend.
Yeah, she wasn't having it.
My mom knew. She was like, "That."
Because you play jokes all the time.
Yeah, she was like, "This is Halloween."
Right.
And so
the
that's what we
season.
were doing. But I don't know. Comment below what was your cutoff or what you think your cutoff is. You know, because I like to see the kids and stuff. Now,
I don't know. It's teenage years. You want to go off and do things on your own with your other friends, you know?
Right.
Sometimes stuff you're not really supposed to be doing, you know, but just you want to have fun and be independent, like when you're a teenager. That's how I was.
Some people prefer them trick or treating than treating on tricks. I don't know.
No comment.
No comment on that. But let's jump to because I don't got nothing really word on the street. It's the same thing. But so let's jump into today's history. October 15. So we have one that we just found out.
Was it 1796?
69.
69,
something like that.
1769. Thomas Jefferson was publicly accused in a newspaper written or some type of article written by Alexander Hamilton about him having an affair with an enslaved woman. They didn't say who the woman was, but he tried, this is some sort of smear campaign like they're doing now. I don't know if you guys have seen the ads.
Yeah, we was going for vice president.
It's an old school smear campaign, because you know, like Charles said, all of them did it back then. So
Yeah, that's why I don't understand. Like
that's why nothing came of it.
What would make him say, "Hey, he was with a slave person"? The reporter was like, "It's not my slave, right?" Because I was with her yesterday.
She was with me.
You know, she was like, you know, everybody had it. Even the females had their male slaves. You know, so
they're bucks.
I think that's why it didn't go nowhere. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if you're gonna slander somebody, slander them with something that people are shocked.
worthwhile. It's a funny thing, right? Alexander of all.
It was just funny because we were looking at it today's history and we seen that we was like, what?
Same stuff, different time.
Yeah.
No different from what Epstein and
Yeah,
all that stuff, right?
That's why sometimes I don't believe half of the stuff they say because they just looking for something. You know?
That's
I'm
the
like-
unfortunate thing. You know, you don't know what to believe, and some of it's half truth and half false. So.
Yeah, especially both parties always want to look for something.
There's a little bit of-
he stole something and then found out it was 13 when he was 13 and it was a pack of cookies.
like
you know
George
what I mean?
Washington and his stupid shit.
Yeah, with the
I cannot tell a lie.
You can't tell a lie. It's like, come on now. Stop looking for something. Especially in the past. The past is the past. We're worried about what he's about now and in the future. You know,
Unless
he killed or unless
somebody's hurt,
Yeah,
and to this day is still suffering.
yeah. He stole a pack of cookies when he was 13. That ain't do nothing to nobody.
It got somebody really, really obese
Yeah.
right now.
He has a sealed arrest thing when he was a juvenile, and it's like
Somebody died?
yeah, like if no one was murdered, you know, if it was a big crime, they would have never sealed it, even if he was young or not. So it's not a big crime. So shut up about it. I don't know. But also,
Leave him alone.
also in the news that we just found out today in the history, you know.
2 favorite movies that people might like Tom Hanks in.
Yes, and from the person that no one really can get the theme song correct from
It
Laverne.
was the director.
From the Laverne and Shirley show.
Okay.
What was it? Tomato. I'm supposed to name it. I don't know.
I'm gonna figure it out one day. Send it to you.
You can do it. That's the only thing I know.
Doing it always.
Yeah,
So, sure, what's her name?
Laverne.
Laverne?
Yeah.
What's her real
I
name?
forgot her real name.
Sorry.
See, I had it on my phone and they.
Sorry to the...
Yeah, but
Family.
Laverne, the person that played Laverne.
She directed Big
Big
and A
and
League of Their Own.
And A League of Their Own, like we were talking about it's a real good. If you haven't seen that movie, it was based on a true story about females
Major League.
had to take over for baseball.
During the war.
Because everybody
We
went
had
to
to
the
take
war.
over for a lot of stuff. Making weapons, ammunition. Everybody around the world did that.
Rockets, everything, hospitals, they had to take it
That's
over.
who held it down. That's who, you know.
But they never got credit. A lot of those females didn't get credit.
No.
And this is where that,
Rivet
to
and
me,
Rosies.
and don't quote me, but to me, I think this is where that thing says, behind every great man is a better woman or greater woman.
A great woman.
Because when the men had to go to the army, they didn't accept females in the army unless they were doing nursing and stuff like that.
Administration.
Or administration. But out to war, they didn't want females. Not that they didn't think
Up
they could
until
do
like
it.
2000, I want to say Obama came into.
It wasn't
we weren't allowed
it
on
wasn't the
front
part that
lines.
they could not do it. They just didn't want females because remember females were like the household.
Yes.
You know, they wanted to take care of the kids and
Stay in the kitchen.
so they wanted them to do that. But I did not know she directed those two great movies. Both
She
made.
should get credit for that.
And the reason why we found out is because she was the first woman director that get $100 million for her. And back in when that came out, $100
was a
million
lot of
was a
money.
lot. I know right now you're like
80s.
$100 million. Marvel made that in a day. No, we're
Please,
talking.
I could still survive off $100 million.
Yeah, we're talking about back when this came out. What, in the 80s?
Yeah.
She made $100 million for directing these two movies,
Yeah.
but didn't get the
80s
credit.
and 90s, yeah.
Because I didn't know.
Right.
I didn't know.
That's such a shame though, because I really enjoy those movies.
And they both were Tom Hanks, right? Mm-hmm. Jeez. That tells you a lot.
It'd be one thing if he was like, "Oh, big up to Shirley or Laverne, whatever her name is." Sorry.
Nothing. That's why I was like, I'm shocked. I'm like,
It's messed up.
I don't know who directed it, but I didn't even think it was her. Like she was.
You didn't think it was a woman either.
Yeah. I didn't even knew she was a director.
Right.
After she left Laverne and Shirley, I was just reading it. She directed a lot of things, but those two movies,
Those are big
Made it
movies. It's one thing for somebody to have one hit, you know.
especially The League of His Own. It was what all cast.
Yeah. It was just
Yeah,
basically what,
Madonna.
1 or 2, 3 guys and.
But the
most-
guys wasn't big cast,
No.
but the girls were. You had Madonna
Right.
was in there.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie O'Donnell was there. You had a couple of big ones, and the only big cast of males
Gina Davis
was
Tank Girl.
Tom Hanks, right?
Yeah.
Tom Hanks was the only big
They
male
paid
there.
him the highest, you know it.
And I'm highest. Oh my God, it was so.
And it was about women,
Yes.
women athletes. So it wasn't big, but I think because it was a period piece and it was innovational, that's what made it big. And then with the fact that it was true.
Yeah. How they wanted them to wear skirts.
It was just so many good scenes.
They want to wear skirts and
Yeah.
stuff. And
Yeah.
who
But
was it?
imagine sliding into home with a freaking skirt on.
Yeah, but who did the split? Was that Madonna that did the split to catch the ball, or was it?
It could have been.
Or the blonde one. What's her name? The pitcher. Was it the pitcher?
You talking about Kit?
Kit, right?
I
think
don't
it
know.
was. I
It
know it was
could've
one of
been
those two.
Madonna.
I
I think it was
remember
Madonna.
that did the split to
Because
catch
she
the
was
ball.
supposed to be a sexual person in the movie.
Yeah. Then you had the the hardcore Rosie O'Donnell. Like yo.
To this day, they make fun of her.
Yeah, she's so funny though.
Yeah.
She's really underrated comedian because she is really funny.
Till
Yeah.
they caught her yelling on the cruise ship, right?
Yeah.
And then Donald Trump got on the bandwagon and called her a dog or something.
Well, she was acting up. That's the problem. I think it's just that the money and the power and everything
Yeah.
was getting to her or something, and
She was being a Karen biatch.
yeah, she just lost it.
I think there was audio of it, and it was just like, oh my
Talking
god,
nasty
she sounds
to-
horrible.
Talking nasty to workers
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
But that was her personal. I'm talking about her acting
Her
wise.
acting is way better than
Yeah.
what her reputation personally is.
Yeah. And that's the problem. A lot of the actors are real good, but their personal, they suck.
Yeah.
So,
Unfortunately.
but yeah, that's what we have in history today. Those two things are great. Another great female doing something.
Very interesting.
And the Vern and Shirley show was phenomenal. And wasn't that a spin-off of Happy Days, right?
It was a spinoff of yes,
Happy Days, right?
Happy Days.
Because I remember Laverne was going out with Fonzie.
Hey.
Yeah. So it was a spin-off. And then on that spin-off, they had those actors started doing their own thing. It wasn't a spin-off, but they started doing their own things, So, and it was a funny show.
It's funny, I never watched it, but I think...
Yeah, you had to watch it.
I know it got a lot of good ratings and reviews.
And this, if you like Friends, you will like this, because these were two females that were working in a bottle factory trying to make a living.
Yeah.
And their neighbors upstairs were two bottle factory people too.
The guys?
They were working in the same factory.
Yeah.
And then her dad was an owner of a pizzeria trying to make it in the world. So these were all middle class people trying to make it.
Working class.
You know, so you hear their stories.
Very relatable to the viewers, you know.
So check it out if you haven't checked it out. A lot of the good
Old school
60s
stuff.
had spin-offs. They had good spin-offs.
Yeah.
We had, All in the Family spin off Jeffersons. Made Jeffersons out of that. So Good Times came off of oh shoot, what was that damn show? Anyway, I know.
Good Times was a spin-off.
Yeah, Good Times was well, they're claiming it's a spin-off because of the mother. The mother was working with someone else, just like the Jeffersons.
On another show.
Right. So
I
it was
wonder what
like,
that show
and the name was the same. I got to look it up.
Yeah.
But I know the Jeffersons were, she was the maid of All in the Family. And then Jefferson.
I never saw her there.
She was there once in a while, but they mostly did Jefferson, George
And they
Jefferson.
just decided, hey, we're going to make a soul series. Okay, wow.
Because George Jefferson was a racist. If you hear him calling people honkies,
honky, yeah, that's right.
he was the black racist.
That's right.
And then Archie was the white racist. So, but they were best friends. That was what the funny part about it. And in one of the, because I only watch glances of it, but one of the episodes, he argues with this white guy and saying, no, you can't talk to my friend like that. And he was like, oh, but he's a racist. He said, yeah, but he's my racist.
Right.
You're like, in other words, they not racist.
Don't know him.
Right, both of them are not really racist, but they tell the truth about the race. So that's why in those days, it was okay. That show now, they would call them racist.
Yes.
And it's not. They were just telling the truth about their race. You know? How this guy was
I mean,
oh, we don't
do
like...
you think that you could be racist against your own race? I think you could.
Yeah, I am. I don't like hoodlums.
Hoodlum is not a race.
No, I'm talking about the jibaros we call them jibaros from Puerto Rico. They live in the little campos and they always want to shooting up people. But I guess in that sense,
See,
yeah.
now you get a Puerto Rican yelling at you for that.
Hey, as long as you yell at me with intelligent words. No, but yeah, I think you could.
I think you could. I think there's this thing,
but
self-hatred.
It's not more of like a racist.
I don't think it's
more
about
like
race.
You're bringing us down, pissed off type of thing. You know what I mean?
It depends on the person. Because some people feel like that, and then some of them are bringing us down. But
right.
they're embarrassing us.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if it's when you base your stuff on truth, it's race.
No.
It's a racist. It's not.
No. But there is a such thing as the way you say things. Because you could either not say it or you could say it differently.
Yeah, because...
Right? You could say it a nice way that
think
doesn't
about
offend anybody.
Everybody says stuff racist because when people be like, oh, who got a knife out here? I was like, yo, why y'all looking at me? Why? Because I'm Latin, I'm supposed to have a knife? You know? Or who knows how to put a car in? I don't know. Look for Guam. You know, because we know how... Yeah, but it's stereotype, but stereotype is always based on truth. So a lot of the mechanics are Spanish. Yeah. So what you want me to tell you? No. Gardeners, Mexicans, you know what I mean? Like, that's the first thing that pops in your mind, you know? You got cooks, you think of white people and Asians, you know what I mean? Like chefs. So stereotype is just based on truth. So it's not racist when you say it, but people make it a racist thing.
All right, when you think of, let me see, what words can I choose? Ghetto fabulous thought, what do you think of?
A black girl.
All right.
And that's, you know, if you think of hood rats. You know, you think of black and brown.
And that is the first thing you think of, which is a shame because that.
Now,
I don't consider myself
that. If you think of a gold digger, some people
maybe a blonde.
I think of a white girl.
Yeah.
Right away, but it depends on where you're at.
Right.
Like some people be like, oh, the hood people. No, they ain't not gold diggers. You can't call yourself a gold digger because when you're trying to get to somebody that's getting $200 a week. You know what I'm saying? That's not really a gold digger.
I take from the government. Gold digger.
You taking homeboys SSI checks and stuff. No, that's just a hood rat.
Oh my goodness.
Gold diggers are the ones that go after these billionaires.
No, that's a job.
Yeah,
that's a job.
So automatically, I think of like white girls.
Like a scam artist, you know.
Right.
That's a job because you really do have to.
See, when she said scam artist, the first thing that came into my mind was the Indians in the phone.
Wow, I didn't think of any Asian. My thing was a white man. Catch
That-
me if you
those are the
can.
ones- those are the ones.
A white collar.
Oh, the white collar criminals, yeah. But the scams on
People
the phones are
who-
mostly the Indians on the phones. Like when they
Or
were
Nigerian.
doing, yeah, when they were doing those
I never thought of that.
cards. Yeah, they were saying all the people that were calling the old people were from there.
Wow.
So yeah, so basically again,
You never
it
know.
depends on where you grew up and your thinking.
Where you get your information from.
Right. So when you say a name, you automatically put it with that one person. So you know,
Or in your experience.
of that when they say
Because-
bad drivers, who's
Your
the first?
experience also.
Yeah, that's insane.
Because I've had negative experiences that have made me feel a certain way about a certain type of person who looks a certain type of way, and it's not fair.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So, but we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and then we come back. We're gonna talk about our movies. And if you didn't see
Spooky
our top
movies.
10s, again, these are our top 10s. We had last week top 10s of all time. But again, this was our week. And there was some of the movies that she said that I'm watching. I keyed up the one that you were talking about, the
Okay.
teeth, vagina teeth.
No teeth, you saw it?
No, I got it on my key to watch. And there was another one you said. Oh, there was two of them that I got.
Alice.
Oh yeah, that one.
Alice, I think it was Alice, Sweet Alice?
Yeah, I have that on my key to watch. Because I was like kind of crazy. Some of the movies you didn't see, and
Yeah.
now you're gonna see it.
Yeah.
But we'll be right back with our top 10s. We have 3 topics. So.
Don't go away.
All right, and welcome back. Say hello, Bones. Bones been waiting for us for so long that he lost all his skin.
You did.
Yeah, that's why he's bony right now.
You know what that is, so psoriasis.
Psoriasis?
Bad case of the scabies, you know?
Yeah, you know,
much
he
meth.
lost it all. He lost it all.
Too much
Sure.
meth.
But
Meth.
we were talking about stories about kids and all that. So I'm gonna jump into last week. We were talking about kids, urban legends, and things
True
like
stories.
that. And true stories. So I want to jump into some of the kid ones. It's not top 10s. It's not in order. I'm just saying them as I go. One of them who I loved, The Omen.
That is not a kid. Well, you said,
No,
it has
kids.
kids in it.
It was a kid
As like the
killer. Remember?
antagonist. Okay.
The Omen was a kid killer.
Okay. I thought you meant like it's for kids.
No. I'm talking about kid killers.
What kid are you having watching this?
No, these are kids in the horror
Jeez,
movies.
I thought my parents were
Yeah,
bad.
The Omen was a pretty good one, especially the part that
It
when
was, because it's on my list too.
yeah, there was the one part that he was trying to take him to church and he got crazy.
Yeah.
And there was
Anything
like,
involving kids.
He doesn't like church. No one. See, if there was a Spanish person, the movie would have finished right there. We're like, oh
The
hell
power of
no!
Christ
They,
compels you.
they would have thrown it.
What you mean you don't like church?
You would have seen people with the Spanish people with the bola dresses. Ay, balalawe, balalawe, na, na.
Santeria,
They would have been,
all of
woo. It would have been the end of the movie.
Sage.
Yep, sages and everything would have came out. You didn't like church and you screaming and yelling like that? Oh no. But that was a good movie. What they got, like 3 or 4 parts?
Omen? Yeah.
Yeah, like 3 or 4
Then
parts.
they redid it, which reminded me
really
because
like
I
it.
saw the remake. I think with what's her name? You probably don't know her name. It was like she was a nun. She was in a nunnery. That was the last remake. It was a weird scene.
Hey, if you haven't seen Omen, check it out. He was
original.
a devil kid. Oh, he was supposed to be the devil.
Like
the
Rosemary's
reincarnation of the
Baby.
devil.
Yeah. He was the child of. He was the child of that, or he was
Yeah,
Satan?
he was supposed to be the reincarnation of the devil.
Oh, I thought he was Satan's child.
That's why he had the 666 in the back of the neck. Back in the days, or even to now, if you hear any elder person talk to a kid and be like, yo, check to make sure he got no 6s in the back of his neck. That's what they're talking about, the movie,
Yeah.
The Omens.
Yeah.
You know.
Because everybody knew who Damien was.
Yeah, Damien was. And in those days, you'd never hardly see one person named Damien.
No, because of that.
Because of that movie. They was like
Rosemary's Baby.
I'm not naming my kid after no devil child. The other one, of course, we talked about it last week, The Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't know, this is the first time I heard about it yesterday, there's 8 parts of The Children of the Corn.
There's quite a few.
I thought it was only 3.
No, they kept rolling up until the 90s, I think.
Yeah, 8
I
parts.
think they even redid it. No.
Well, they remade it on 2009.
Post-millennial remake.
Yeah. It was a 1984 movie. They redid it in 2009.
But before 2009, there was like
there's
6 of them.
No, 8 parts. Like, how did I not know of 8 parts? So now I got to go check out these 8 parts.
They were all silly
that's what it was?
and unnecessary. I know at least up until the 3rd one I had on no. Feels like all right.
Yeah, because I watched the first, 2nd, and 3rd.
Yeah.
I never
After
knew.
3.
And the reason why I probably didn't know, because they didn't name them part 1, part 2. They just named The Children of Corn, The Redemption, The Children of the Corn, the this and that. You know, but if you look at the years, you count 8 parts. It's crazy.
That's how they got away with it.
Yeah.
They didn't number them.
But the first part was kind of crazy. When you hit a certain age, you're an adult, they kill you. So
And it's just children. That reminds me, what was it, Village of the Damned, where there was children?
yeah.
They all were blonde.
I'm glad you
That was creepy.
I'm glad you named that, because look, I got it right there. Village of the Damned, 1960. They were all blonde with
Original,
glowing eyes.
Yeah, I never saw that one.
You gotta watch it. It's and it's
black and
directed by
white.
Wolf.
So that one
Redding.
was black and white, huh?
Yeah, and they were
creepier.
all had like, I don't know if they were. My recommendation, I don't know if they were aliens or demons or something.
Right.
I got to watch that movie again because it was so long ago that I watched it. But Village of the Damned was
Creepy
another
ass
one.
kids.
Yeah, they were. So, and again, it was a 1960 movie. So you really got to think about it. Like, they throw hints of the person. So check that out. Those kids really, did a lot. The Good Son.
Yeah, I
The
love that.
1993.
I had that book.
When I heard The Good Son,
It was creepy.
I thought it was a good son.
One of them was.
One.
And of course, Macaulay Culkin was not it. If
And
you
he
haven't
played
seen it.
a hell of
He
a
did a
part
great job.
in that damn movie.
I used to love me some Macaulay in the 90s.
Yo, he did a good job being an evil son.
If I let you go, you think you could fly?
Yeah. That was the
Badass.
creepy part of him. The way he spoke to you,
Off that
it's
peak.
like, is he threatening me or he's not?
Yeah, it wasn't a normal child. That's what. And the creepy part about it is there are some children like that, and I feel
That
like
they don't have feelings.
more children are becoming psychotic that way.
Yeah. He
Where
had
there's
no
like, this is not a
feelings.
child's brain doing this. He was trying to kill his sister.
Yep.
Oh, that was
His feelings could snap from here to there. Like he was crying, and then he looked at the kid
Nobody.
and smiled.
They thought the other kid was the bad one. What's his name? Elijah Wood. They thought
Yep.
he was the bad one because he was broken home kid and.
Yeah. Then I have The Orphan. It was about a lady who adopted these foster
That was
kids.
creepy. That was creepy because they think that some people really did that.
Yeah, and
She was a
and it's-
30-year-old woman.
And it's they did the remake 2 years later, and they called it Orphan.
It's the second woman.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
the second orphan. The second orphan's not too bad with
Right.
Julia Childs. It was decent. It came out a little while later.
Oh, okay.
But the first orphan, nothing beats that because it's like you don't know what is gonna happen, and the last thing you want is to be having some crazy ass kid in your house who's not a kid trying to kill you.
Yeah. So next one I have is The Ring.
The Ring.
It was about a female who got
It was
caught
original.
in
It was original.
In a
The Japanese
the
version
wave.
was original.
yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. After that, a lot of the cosplay people was dressing like her.
Yeah.
So
They still to this day.
Pet Cemetery,
Yeah.
1989. That was a good
Original.
one. Watch that one. Village of the Damned. We just talked about it. Case 39 in 2009.
What is that
I
about?
forgot about this movie about a social worker who found herself helping a family, but the family was crazy. Crazy.
My kind of movie.
Check that out. Case 39. A social worker finds herself in danger with all these kids in the house and stuff like that. So, a 2008 movie, The Children, similar to the Case 39.
The Children.
They adopted these kids and they were psycho kids.
Is that your You're one of your biggest nightmares.
Make me not want to adopt. I ain't gonna adopt no more.
Foster.
And this one, which I didn't know it was a remake. I seen it in 1985, but I didn't know it was a remake. The Bad Seed in 1956.
Oh wow.
It was something similar to The Good Son.
Yeah.
You had a kid that was a bad seed. But I didn't see the 1956 version. I seen the 1985 version. So I want to check out the 1956.
I got another 60s one for you. Rosemary's Baby was creepy too because...
Yeah, but that was an adult one. It wasn't really about...
Oh, there's no kids in it. I mean, she had a baby, but...
Yeah. But that was my go-to one for kid horror killers, you know.
Kid killers.
Yeah. So you got the urban legends, right?
Urban legends. We want to do the movies or the show first?
We hit some movies because we still got the other movies of true stories.
Okay, so one movie I found that was based on a real urban legend was The Mothman Prophecy.
Oh, yeah.
Richard Gere in it. I don't know if any of the viewers know, but if you know what it's about the Point Pleasant, Virginia, between...
Wait, you had urban legends and what else you had?
For...
Movie-wise?
Just urban legend shows, urban legend movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is different because some of them are like now, like Amazon has a show called Lore, and some of it's based on real stuff. Zodiac, of course.
I got that one.
The Town That Dreads Sundown, which is one of my favorites.
You never heard that one?
You gotta watch that one.
The Town
That Dreads Sundown. Okay. It's about Texarkana, which is a real town bordering Texas and Arkansas. The Phantom Killer. I don't think he's ever been found.
Right.
But this happened in 1946, not too long before the Zodiac in California. They still haven't found the Zodiac. So same kind of thing, where it was like a really nasty mass murder with teenagers and stuff. They never found the person. So The Town That Dreads Sundown, 1976, and they remade it in 2014.
Oh, okay.
Of course, Amityville Horror, you know.
Yeah, I got that one.
Let me see what else. Exorcism of Emily Rose, which is really interesting because over the weekend I was watching a lot of like Exorcist type of stuff. Seeing, filtering out the real and the fake. So, but the one of Emily Rose happens to be based on Anneliese Michel in Germany, which that came out in 2005. Black Christmas in 1974. It's kind of like that whole thing with the girl being a babysitter, like a babysitter stalker. So it was based off some true stuff and some false stuff. Because some of the babysitter stalker stuff was never solved either.
Right.
Can you turn that off for me, Will? And then The Conjuring, Annabelle, The Nun, all of that.
Yeah, you got some of the ones, but I got movies that are based on true stories, not urban legends. But some of them you have, of course, The Conjuring.
Yeah.
You just said it.
Ed and Lorraine.
That was based on a true story. 2013, they made that one. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a 1974 movie, was based on a true story.
Based on what? You tell me.
There was a family
in Texas.
Yes, there was a family called. His name was Leatherface.
Okay.
He was cutting
I
the
thought
people
it was based on
and
Ed
sewing their faces and putting it. It was a whole big thing. I didn't read the whole story
because they always say it was like Ed Gein that they based it off of, and
like Leatherface, he was a real
an actual
thing.
Leatherface.
Yeah, so
because they came out with another movie, Leatherface.
Right, and that was the story of him. Okay. Basically, so
wow.
The Exorcist, of course. You said that one.
Yeah.
That one was.
The regular Exorcist.
Yeah, the real one was based on a true story.
Was it?
Yes. So even the part when he flies out the window, that he falls down these stairs.
Yeah, he gets
that
pushed
was
out
actually the place where the first priest actually died.
In DC.
Yep. So they hold if you pull out
on the set or
no the set where he falls out the window and that stairs that are down there.
Somebody died though, right?
That's the original spot where the priest died.
Oh my God.
The original priest that they're talking about.
I just watched that movie the other day.
Yeah. Poker Dice. I didn't really. I knew. I just forgot that was based on a true story.
Yeah.
But nothing about that. They were in the TV. I think that was the fake part.
They moved the headstones.
But the part, the headstones and all that was the part.
This is the best part.
Contractor knew that this was a grave and built town right on top of the
You
grave.
can't be leaving the bodies, dude. Like,
And that's the thing too. You like the bodies?
it's one thing if you remove the bodies and the spirits is still there. That's different. You can't do nothing much about it.
Yeah.
But the bodies, that's just plain old ignorant and horrible.
The Amityville Horror, of course, 1979. We talked about that last week.
The DeFeos. It was based on the Lutzes, actually. The
Yeah.
Lutz family. That's what they said.
Again, if you haven't seen our top 10 horror movies of all time last week, check it out on the last episode.
Yeah.
Annabelle. That I didn't know it was based on a true story.
Yes, Annabelle, Conjuring, and the Nun. They're all.
I didn't know Annabelle was a true
because
story.
the what's her name? What's their last name? Lorraine and Ed. Damn.
I forgot the last name. Well, Annabelle was a doll.
They kept it in their basement. They had a museum of everything
Oh.
that they. You didn't see. One of the movies did that as well. They showed how Ed and Lorraine had it in their and their daughter will tell you to this day she bought the house from them and it creeps her out. But the doll was in the museum in the basement. Mark, don't touch it. Don't do this. Don't do that. You know.
So you can't, if you don't want nobody touching nothing, don't touch.
Yeah.
Because they touch.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, the
One
nightmare.
guy touched it and he died from a motorcycle accident.
Well, that's what they get for don't touching. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Based
of
on a
course. Real story of
child killer.
Yeah, the child killer, not the nightmares. I guess because
It's
the
based
town,
on many
the
child
town had
killers.
nightmares.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Every town.
Yeah, the Zodiac, which you mentioned.
Yeah.
Scream was based on a true story.
What was that one with the babysitter?
No, Scream.
What was that based off of though?
The Ghostface killer.
There
was a real Ghostface killer.
when?
I gotta look it up, but it was not in '96. But this movie in '96 came out. But it was based, not the whole thing, just the killer itself was based on the Ghostface
So,
killer.
but he didn't have that mask though.
Yeah, that's why they called him the Ghostface killer.
So it must have been in the 90s or something.
It had to be.
It didn't have that material. I have one of those masks.
And the last one, The Hills Have Eyes.
That creeped me out. The original and the remake creeped me out.
They had a remake, right? I didn't see it.
That's
but
based on true.
the
Yeah.
1977 one creeped me out.
Yeah.
That one was crazy. But that's our
It was messed
urban
up.
legend, real stories.
The Hills Have Eyes, if you've never seen it, is messed up.
Yeah, it is. It is. But we have enough time to kick in. Oh, wait, we did all of them, right? Oh, so let's talk about some of the movies then that we did not mention.
Which that?
What was that one? Oh my God, I was just watching it. It was a zombie movie. The one that they
the one
get
from the
stuck in the
60s?
supermarket. Yeah, the first one. Dawn of the Dead, maybe I think it is, right?
Night of the Living.
Like Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, The Sleeping I Was Dead, whatever that damn movie was.
Night of the
those are
Living
kinda
Dead,
good.
the
Those are
black and
kinda-
white one?
Yeah, that they were in the roofs and then in the supermarket.
Yeah. You got to be in a mood to watch that. For
Yeah,
real.
it was kind of.
You'd be like, what the hell is going on? You start playing games and stuff, but you got to be in the mood.
You know what?
to
Now that I
watch
just said like that, brains. Next week is our last week of Halloween, right? Of stories. So maybe we'll do some horror comedies next week.
Okay.
A list of horror comedies.
Well, you know what?
Ain't
First
that
one I
many.
can think of,
Ain't that many, but
scary movie.
Scary movie. What was that?
1, 2, and 3.
That was the one with the Wayans brothers,
Yeah.
right? And it's coming back. Yeah, the Wayans brothers.
I hope they can outdo, because they just
As long
got
as
worse
they-
and worse.
As long as they continue doing what they did in 1 and 2, that they were making
Fun of other movies.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
So things like that. But we have a lot more horror movies, like of course the Selma Hayek movie that we were talking about last week.
Dusk Till Dawn.
Dusk Till Dawn, things like that. Great movies.
I know.
But a lot of people don't consider this one a horror movie, but The Lost Boys.
Some people do.
That was
Because
a
it's
great
about
movie.
vampires. I didn't.
Down
but,
from comedy to action. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
you know?
I would consider it more of a
Even the
thriller
song.
action. Yeah.
Even the song, "Thou shalt not cry, little sister." Hey, this is why I host. I'm not a
That song is so
You know?
slow. I'm like,
Yeah, but it's creepy.
Yeah.
It's a creepy song.
it's a
you
good
know?
vampire movie though.
Yeah, I remember the part where the little kid comes out of the mattress and in slow motion, and one of the guys says, "Oh my God, that's all we need is the blood sucking Brady Bunch." Like they had so many.
Yeah, because you didn't
funny-
have that back then,
Yeah,
really.
it
Unless
was
it
so
was
funny.
a B movie.
But here goes another one that probably people forgot. Fright Night.
That's what that made me think of.
Fright Night was a heck of a good movie. The first one. Second one, I don't know. Charlie started acting a little stupid. It started getting dumb. But the first one,
Teen Wolf.
especially the guy, he said when he wanted to get bit, he says, "Oh yes, now I can get my power." He was creepy as it is. He was one of those crazy friends that, you know. But that's what you get for being nosy, first of all. You know, want to look in people's windows and then investigate. Nobody tell you to investigate.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, but that was a good movie, Fright Night. Check that out.
Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf. was a good
American
movie.
Werewolf.
No, American Werewolf in London.
London, wherever.
American Werewolf, the regular one. I loved it when the beat came, the whole thing was coming out. And it was
It reminds
stretching
you
out.
of Thriller.
And as special effects, and I love doing those
That
things.
was like the
that was
peak of special effects.
Yes, I was like, yo, like
The
how-
hair.
Listen, now we're talking about special effects in The Invisible Man. We can't leave that out. You know, especially when he was walking, when the rain was hitting him, it formed the shape of
never
him.
thought about that.
I love that special
The
effect. I was
silhouette.
like, wow, that was pretty cool. You know, even though they had Invisible Man back in the 60s with Albert Costello and all of them, you know.
Yeah.
So that was funny as it is. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to bring that up next week. Albert Costello's Haunted.
Old ass movie.
Yeah, with the werewolf that turned into the werewolf. You had the Invisible Man, Frankenstein. But
Who's on third?
oh, speaking of Frankenstein, Blackula.
I didn't see that.
No one's seen that. Is it just me?
Oh, is that the one with Snoop?
Will. No.
That's
This
the
is
one
an
from the
old
70s, right?
movie. Yes.
I think I have it on DVD.
The original one, he killed himself, right? He went into the sun, I think it was, right?
He tries to kill him, or he tried to kill him.
That one was
Yeah, then he
definitely
went into the
different.
sun. He went into the sun and killed him because I think he fell in love or something like that. I
There
gotta
was
watch that
no
movie
movie
again.
like that. There
But
was
it's
no movie like
the
that.
original movie called Blackula.
We were talking about that, the Grindhouse.
Yeah, Grindhouse, all that stuff. But Blackula was, of course, a black Dracula.
Oh, yeah, it was.
In the 60s, I think it was. 50s,
And,
60s.
and that was a bizarre.
Yeah.
There was never a black.
60s, 70s, right? Yeah, 60s, 70s.
There was never a black anything like that, you know. So it was a
good
deal.
movie. I'm not going to say it was a horror movie, but it was a thriller.
Suspense.
It was a suspense thriller. That was a good one. What else we have? We had a couple of good ones. Guys, answer below too some
What's
of the
your
good
favorite,
movies.
like scary horror?
What's your favorite
Right. What's your favorite movie? Yeah. But some of the good movies are, like we said last week, are from the 70s and 80s. Some of the good horror
They
movies.
set the tone, you know. They set the mark.
Because you know, like how.
We can't even make them like that anymore. That's how racy
Damn,
it
I'm
was.
trying to remember. I think it was a Stephen King where the guy was an alien and his mom was an alien, but they were sleeping with each other.
No. Yes, it was. It was that cat movie.
Oh.
That weird ass cat movie. I didn't like that at all.
cat. They were scared of cats.
Yeah, they were cats. They were cats.
They
though.
were cats. But how they were scared of cats?
No, they had a bunch of cats around them, but they were scared of like other stuff.
Oh, were they scared that
And
the
they
cats
were-
were going to give them up or something?
I don't know. But they turned into cats and they were doing each other.
Yeah. There was it was aliens. They were aliens or monsters. I don't know.
They were monsters.
Oh snap! That was right before they made the Thin, the guy that became skinny.
Oh, Thinner.
Thinner. Oh man, I forgot that movie. But if you remember,
Thinner will make
answer
you
below.
thinner.
But there were two aliens or monsters, whatever. They were mother and son.
That did it for me.
Yeah, but that was a creepy movie too. Thinner was a good thriller.
Yeah.
Like it was more suspense, but that was kind of crazy. You know, again, I don't care who you are, and I don't care if you don't believe it or not. Don't mess with these gypsies. You know what I'm saying?
That's what anybody who
I'm gonna do some voodoo on you.
dabbles.
I'm like, Miss, you want coffee? Because I was gonna get you coffee. You know what I'm saying? I'll be so nice to her. I don't know. I don't believe in it, but I'm not gonna even try to not believe in it. You know what if that makes any sense?
Right.
No, I'm not dabbling.
Don't challenge it. Why challenge it?
You know, they take this and throw it around, throw it over your shoulder. I didn't mean now, well, lady, whatever you say, I'm gonna do. I don't trust that. Because he was making fun of it. He wanted to lose weight, and he overdid it. Well, that's more like what's happening now with the liposuctions.
Ozempic?
With the Ozempics and stuff. You're losing a little too much.
It is scary because they lose muscle first.
Yeah, you seen Randy Jackson?
He's worse? He's got more skin?
We're gonna name that. I call him a robot. He looked like a robot and named that tune.
Yeah.
He like,
you can't eat.
That was a good one. He named it in two notes.
I didn't know he was still like.
Yo, I was like, are they sure that's Randy Jackson or not a robot? Because he can't move.
Imagine what you would be like if you couldn't enjoy the pleasures of food.
You vomit all the time? No, we ain't doing that.
You can't go to the bathroom.
We ain't doing
Your
that.
skin looks like crap.
We ain't doing that.
I mean,
I'm good. But
it's depressing.
What other good movie? I'm trying to remember.
What was that Cat's Eye with Drew Barrymore and Firestarter? Was she Firestarter?
Firestarter was good.
Yeah.
Firestarter was a good movie. That's not a horror movie.
No,
people. This is more.
But she's still a kid.
It was a kid movie, but it was more of a thriller or suspense, I guess.
Thriller suspense.
Both of their parents had powers.
She had a paranormal, like a.
That was not Kurt Russell, right?
I have no idea.
Who was the father? Was it Kurt Russell?
I couldn't tell you.
Or the other guy that looks like Kurt Russell?
Who looks like Kurt Russell?
There's two of them that looks. The one that played Big Trouble in Little China.
I know who you're talking about.
That was him, right? Was that him or Kurt Russell? We'll come back. Will was going to check it out, see who it was in Firestarter. But Firestarter is a remix, too, of the original Firestarter.
When was the original?
The original...
70s, 60s?
60s? No, 70s probably. And then they
Was
made
it black and white? No, it was
No.
color.
It had to be 70s and 80s because it was color.
I was just saying, it would have been interesting to see Fire in black and white. I don't know.
Yeah, but that was kind of crazy where, the girl... And again...
She had like telekinetic, pyro...
Yeah, no, I think the father was the mind controller.
Start fire.
She's the one that can start the fire. Out of anything, just
piss her
boom.
off, and that's it.
And the army...
Yeah.
The remake, was that?
The recent remake?
Yeah. The 84 I'm talking about.
Who was the...
It's either David Keith or Martin Sheen you're thinking of.
Martin Sheen.
So no, that was the original. So the remake had to be the guy that looks like Kurt Russell or somebody. I know it was one of them. I'm trying to picture the guy's face. But what you said, 84?
Yeah,
84 was the original. So check out that 84 and then check out the remake and see which one you like.
I didn't check out the remake.
The remake touched more on how the army wanted them for
experiments.
And they were not the only two. They were the two that escaped from that place. So they touched more of that.
Yeah.
That stuff.
Oh, that's what the CIA does.
Yeah, all of them. They anything that they can make into a weapon, they do. So
people.
That's why a lot of people believe there are people with special powers, but they don't want to say nothing.
There are people. I wouldn't call them special powers. I would just call them, I don't know, anomalies, like defects. Because this is what they created.
X-Men?
Right.
What was it?
No, I think you're thinking of David Keith.
Oh, probably David Keith is his name?
Yeah. What does he look
Because
like?
he looks a little like,
I don't know, because you got him
let me see.
and Martin Sheen.
You can't confuse Martin.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you can't.
Supposed to you can get the Kirk Douglas out.
But that's not the original, is it?
This is the 84 cast.
But maybe you're thinking of the remake.
Remake, I'm probably thinking.
2022 cast, ain't nobody that look like Kirk Douglas.
Let me see the 22 guy. Oh, 2022. It was the remake. So that was pretty good. They had some good. So I don't know what the heck I was thinking of. I don't know what I'm thinking of.
Different movie.
Well, probably a different movie. But those old movies, which we're going to talk about next week, of funny comedy ones, I'm going to have to go with a little bit of funny one. Was the one with the truck that had the clown in the front.
Oh, Killer Clowns. Attack of the Killer Clowns.
That was kind of funny. That was kind of funny to me.
They would put them in these little weird bubbles, and they had these crazy faces with big
On the
feet.
truck, and all the trucks would turn
That
like
was
green.
a B movie too. Yeah.
Was that Emilio Estevez or no?
He looked like it, but there was no famous people in it.
I forgot who it was.
He had that
but-
stupid song.
Yeah, and all the trucks turn green and stuff like that, and they come alive. It was kind of funny.
Attack of the Killer Clowns. They had I think their soundtrack brought in revenue more than the movie.
No, what I found funny was that Nick,
Freddie?
Freddie, who was that?
Robert Englund?
No. Oh snap! The one that came out, Freddy, with the bear and everything inside.
Oh, Five Nights at Freddy.
Five Nights at Freddy. Wasn't
Animatronics.
that Nicolas Cage or something like that was on? Was it Nicolas Cage? I know Nicolas Cage did.
He did a different one.
He did a
He's
different
in this
one, right?
weird. Nick Cage is in this weird ass contract where he's doing all these same weird ass movies. They all kind of have the same cover
thing.
like pink and purple.
I know he had
one of them. He was animatronics.
He had to fix these anime things in a carnival.
One of the
and they were after his daughter.
Yeah.
They wanted to be friends with his daughter, but keep her forever.
It was an okay.
It was a Nicolas Cage movie. I thought it was Freddy.
No, he's doing these weird ass movies. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
They're all like the same.
But next week we're going to talk about those weird horror type movies and stuff like that.
Barely a movie.
Yeah, they don't even call it a B movie. They don't even know what to call it.
It's called a.
And they only consider it a good movie because it has stars in it, and 1 or 2 stars.
Or it went to theaters.
But
made some money.
Oh, here's a good movie before we leave.
Huh.
Wrong Turn.
Did they remake that over and over?
There's like about 3 parts, but the first part they did make it over like 2 or 3 times. But Wrong Turn. Talk about you're bothering someone at the wrong time.
Some hick running around, chasing you.
Chasing you in a
truck. You're in the middle of West Bumba and don't know where you're going because you don't have a GPS or a map. So who's at fault?
He chased.
Taking the back roads.
And was he a real truck driver or he was just driving around?
He lived around there. One of them crazy
like a local, right? Yeah, a local truck driver.
Hills have eyes, MFers.
Type of thing, yeah. And there was a based on a true story movie that I still don't know the name of.
Yeah, you got to be careful where you go.
That they winded up in a hotel, but the hotel people were killers.
There's a couple of good
hotel. It was a true story. Like reason why I don't go.
True story.
Yeah, and
the hotel staff was killers.
The hotel people were killers.
Oh, maybe you're thinking of the
Vacancy.
Okay.
Vacancy. That's the one.
Vacancy.
Check that out. If you, it just popped in my mind. Vacancy.
That wasn't the one where they were looking at them, right?
Yeah, I think they were looking at them from the other room.
We talked about that last week.
Yeah, I think we did talk about it last week, right?
Yeah.
But Vacancy.
That was based on a true story.
Check that out. But again, this is our last minute here. We thank you guys for indulging
celebrating our spookiness.
Our flashbacks on these movies.
These are fun movies. I mean, you can't watch them all the time, so why not enjoy them now?
Yeah, and it's October, so watch them. So next week, again, we're going to do some funny movies and do scary stories or something. Oh, top 10 haunted houses I wanted to do. Ooh. So we're going to do that. I know there's 2 of them here, and one of the top 10 haunted ones.
In the United States?
In the United States, anywhere. But I know one of them is in the Philippines.
Okay, we might as well everywhere.
Everywhere. But here in New York, I want to know.
In New York?
Yeah, I want to know some of the haunted places.
I was going to say, because Connecticut is pretty haunted.
Hello, ain't that where the
it's colonial.
colonial stuff happened?
The witch trials in Massachusetts. Sleepy Hollow upstate.
Yeah, Amityville.
It's not even upstate.
Wasn't
right?
Amityville?
And Amityville.
Yeah.
Right. Sleepy Hollow is in Hudson.
Yeah.
Amityville is further upstate.
Yeah, so we're gonna be talking about that next week. Suffolk, I think.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So we're going to be talking about that next week. Stay tuned and keep those comments coming because we want to know more movies.
And whatever creepy stuff you guys know, fill us in.
Yep. See you next week. Stay scary. Say bye, Bones.
And stay safe.
Ooh.
Bye, Bones.
Say. What was it? Silence. I'll kill you.
What? Who's that from?
Step into the light where the stories glow. The laughter's high and the vibes just flow. Community heartbeats, we're here to show. This is the rhythm of the LDM show. We bring the